Oh, I'm looking at a big mural of a giant lizard out in the desert. I decided to have a little me weekend, sanctioned me weekend. My family was just like, go. I was so stressed out from the moving, um, and I hadn't sort of done anything for myself in months. So Liz and Gus were like, yeah, go get out of here, Dad. And so I went out to 29 Palms Inn near Joshua Tree, which I love. My God, I love that place. It's so my speed, my comfort. Little Adobe, nothing kind of units that are on this great big piece of property with just naturalness, and it's nestled in the kind of barren, rocky hills. Um, Total desert, palm trees and cactus and little wispy, weird trees. Um, and I don't know. It's weird how I get inspired by the desert. I love it. It's just I just see all the opportunities. I leave me alone in a dirty parking lot with some rusty old shit. I'll like dig my fingers into the sandy dirt and pull like a old tin can out and just start playing with a piece of rusty metal and making something. I'll spend the whole day just doing something stupid like that. I feel like, I don't know if you've ever seen documentaries about Alexander Calder, who's like a famous artist, sculptor, painter. But he likes to build with found objects, and he, he's just, the way he approaches materials is very similar to the way I approach materials. You can find a way to, in sort of like this, almost like a caveman approach, you can find an elegance and a balance and a symmetry to really simple materials. And so I'll start wrapping a piece of rusty wire around a rock. I just love natural things too, like metal and rock and wood and weeds and shells and bones and stones and things, crystals, crystal magic. No, that's not real. That if I start to branch in that direction, I pull back. it's not my it's not my aesthetic. But I could see myself, on a just a lot, like way off in the desert, with just like an airstream, and a couple of beach chairs. I'd be happy as a fucking pig in shit, just sitting out whittling a piece of wood in front of my airstream. And what more do you need than an airstream? You need a place to sleep, a place to cook something up, and a place to get out of the elements if you need to. A place to stretch out. Get on your laptop occasionally. Or a place to write or read. Place to get shade. You have one of those big shade structures out front of you. Be amazing. And then a nice little sandy windstorm kicks up. You just jump inside your airstream. You're fine. try pushing this thing over, nature. And even if you do, Jesus, it's like this lightweight aluminum. Just push it back over. And then you're not paying property tax because it has wheels. You guys know that? You just have to register it through the DMV. There's your home. Motor home. Yeah, people don't think about shit like that. But anyway, I'm out here just taking in the big wide open sky. Early December. Yeah, thinking about the career. You know? Where to branch, where to go, where to stimulate new things. Thinking about teaching stop motion online. Thinking about posting more visual things. You know? Thinking about moving this sort of podcast formula to something more visual and more about hands-on what I do. It's funny because I don't have a big giant community of people that really care about anything that I do. You know, I've never made anything that's gone viral. I've never done anything that's like culturally significant. You know? And I kind of like living in that shadow, lurking around in the shadow. Because I'm not a marketing guy. I'm not a, make business cards and promote myself kind of person. I'm not trying to grow to be bigger or more influential than I just naturally am. So when I see people that are really good at that, in some ways I envy it, because I can see that it moves you to it. You're going places when you're exercising those muscles. You can expand your scope of influence, and you can move up some of those ladders, and you can reinvent your status. But I sort of find myself, I am where I'm supposed to be, which can be kind of a passive philosophy, but I find it extremely empowering to just plant my feet on the ground and go, this is me. And you know what? I am exactly where I'm supposed to be in this universe. And the people that need to find me. I'm not hidden to that extreme. I'm not trying to hide. But at the same time, I'm not putting on airs or trying to expand beyond my natural size. And it feels good to have alliances and to grow your community and to promote other people and to make connections and be ingratiated into larger communities. That feels really good. And so I'm going to see where this goes. I have some projects I really, 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 really am longing to do and complete. And so yeah, I'm just gonna place my face in the sun and point it in the direction of more things to come. Do you like how I just said a bunch of nothing? That's kind of the jam this month. Hopefully you gleaned something interesting out of that narcissistic rant. Much love.